Why do you think women are still underrepresented in the tech industry globally?
I would say it's the mindset. Women feel there are some spaces that are solely for men. Men are the ones that have the capability. So some women feel like, I can't stress to do this. For me now, I find hard work and those kind of challenges interesting because I like to be up at midnight. I have a deadline to meet. 2 a.m. I'm coding because I want to deliver this text. Or I'm doing data analysis and 2 a.m. I'm trying to finish up my work. Some companies feel like a man will do this better. A woman, women have their issues or they might not have the strength or stamina. Even in a company where the woman is the head, right? Some women also have this mindset. There was one, after the person said, I know it's a woman that is driving this car, that's how women are. Only for us to find out that
it was a man.
Do you know some people feel like women are overdoing? They feel like you want to show yourselves. You want to take a man's role. Do you get? Whereas you are just a hard worker that is doing your job.
So I think we need to stop that narrative of it's a male-dominated industry. Hello, I'm Oluwatosin Aloba, brand manager at Techeconomy.
Hi, I'm Joanne, managing editor at Techeconomy.
It's International Women's Day 2026, and the theme is Give to Gain. We are here to share our thoughts about women's dominance in the tech industry, in the world, and Africa, to be specific. So my first question to you, Joanne, what inspired you to work in the tech media industry?
So that question always comes to me as an interesting one because I studied urban and regional planning in school, right? So that course has to do with tech, writing, and everything I'm even doing right now. So I went into data analysis, right? And I used lots of software. Aside data analysis, I did designs and all. And I also did reports, right? When you analyze data, you also need to deliver reports based on your findings. So from that point, I got an opportunity, to work with a media firm, right? So from then on, how did I even get the opportunity? It was through my writers, right? It was through a conference that we had. So that's the position I took up in that conference. I think it was the secretary, right?
Yeah, you were the secretary.
Yeah. So that's the results I delivered from that brought me the opportunity to work in a media firm. From then on, I kept on putting in the work, and before you know it, I found myself going deeper and deeper, and tech and media, that combination has been quite interesting, and I see that there is really no limitation in this, right? Because it takes you to different sectors, different angles, and it's been quite interesting.
So I also study urban regional planning, and of course we know it's a multidisciplinary course and field. So you have to express different skills. We had to draw using the computer. We had to also write reports. We had to design at some point, and writing was like a very key part when it comes to doing things in the building industry. So I'll say that my own interest was through the power of storytelling. I was very much concerned about storytelling in different formats because at some point I felt like, okay, writing, will I really be able to communicate writing to other people just through the usual blog posts? Meanwhile, and as at then, I think social media was not this deep. And currently, yes, we're in the same company, but we are actually performing different roles. And also in an online media firm, my first experience to in tech media was in a media firm, and it was strictly online. And at that time, I think remote work wasn't even this common. COVID-19 practically changed the world, and now we found out that even like I think the tech media space has dominated and even shaped the way traditional media does some of their works as well. Do you ever at some point feel that this space was male dominated when you started?
No, I never had that mindset, right? I think I just flowed naturally when I go maybe for tech events or I have a conference or whatever it is. I didn't even notice, right, that the number of men were more than the number of women because that flow was there, that sync was there, right? It's not until recently when I attend some event, or maybe it's because of this IWD. So because of the program I'm working on, I'm didn't get
But
paying
if you want to,
attention.
if you want to even say you're paying attention, ULP itself was a male dominated.
I think that is where it started.
Okay.
So right from ULP, I never felt like I was in a male-dominated class. Do
Okay.
you get? That was what it was. It was male-dominated, right?
Yeah.
But I never felt that the level of women is maybe 10% men.
Well,
90%. So I think that mindset, because I worked well, do you get with people, and maybe for the fact that I was always given a lead position. Right from school. Do you get? So I was always given a lead position. Maybe we have to work on studio, and then you are the team lead, and then you work with your guys, and then it just always flowed well. So I never had that, and the guys always treated me well, right? So I never had that thing of these guys are trying to, because you are a man or whatever. I never had it. So that male-dominated thing, yes, it has always been there.
But I actually feel even in ULV at that time, women in studio groups used to take like the leadership roles when it comes to group leads, when it comes to maybe class rep. And I'll say the ratio of women to men in my set was like 80% of male versus 20% of
Mine
female.
wasn't even up to 20%. At all.
Wow. I think once you study courses like that, it already shapes your mindset. So it's not, you're not having that mindset that, okay, the current statistic is saying that globally women in tech are not even up to 20%. But once you are in that field and understand, oh, this is not about being a female or this is not about being a male, it's about you knowing this is the demand of the work and just putting in your best in it and knowing that you are good at it. It's not about you being male or female. But I think, just like you said, because of the International Women's Day celebration, in your subconscious mind, it gives you that vibe of, oh, it's actually true.
Men here.
Yeah, about men, yeah, things you don't get to notice.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do you think with the global representation of women I've just mentioned, why do you think women are still underrepresented in the tech industry globally?
Okay, for me, from my perspective, right, I would say it's the mindset. Yeah.
Okay.
Women feel there are some spaces that are solely for men, right? Men are the ones that have the capability to do this. You know, some people have attached women to this, men to this. So when it comes to tech, you want to sit down and do coding, or you want to sit down and go for an event, do you get event where you have to do interviews, or you might have to put in some hard work? I don't want to use the word struggles, right? So some women feel like, I can't stress to do this, please, right? Since we're talking about tech media, so let me not bring in software development.
No, you can talk about that. It's still part of tech.
Okay, so I have been a front-end
developer.
If you know the work or the stress. Do you get? But me now, I find hard work and those kind of challenges interesting because I like to be up at midnight. I have a deadline to meet. 2 a.m. I'm coding because I want to deliver this thing. Or I'm doing data analysis and 2 a.m. I'm trying to finish up my work because I want to meet this. They are interesting to me.
Yeah.
Do you get? So not everybody likes to go through such
Rigorous stress
Exactly.
or just having that drive and passion.
drive and passion, yeah. But
Yeah,
that stress is just
yes, the stress.
yeah. So that mindset
And
is
and if you notice, during our time running our URP course, that's the usual trend. We have very crazy deadlines. And there are some jobs, being in tech media space, you are trying to meet up with the timeline. Oh, this trend is going up right now. We need to catch up with this news, else you lose it. In the next or 1 or 2 hours, it's already gone.
or imagine you're doing investigative journalism.
Yeah.
You know how far you have to go to catch this person, to discuss, to get your facts and all that. So you see all that.
I feel like it's just about your personality. You can actually be a male and don't have that same drive of someone who is dominated in the tech space, media space. We have men who are doctors, they are passionate, they have empathy. Meanwhile, you might not require some of those soft skills in some industries. You might not require that kind of drive or passion. So I think we need to stop that narrative of it's a male-dominated industry. What unique challenge do Nigerian women face entering the tech career space?
Okay, I'd say trust, confidence. Not confidence from the woman trying to enter the space, or confidence from the person trying to employ you or working with you. Do you get?
Yeah.
Some companies feel like a man will do this better. Still mindset, right? So they feel like, I prefer a man doing this. A woman, women have their issues, or they might not have the strength or stamina to take up this role or withstand the challenges. Do you get? It is not just marketers that have to go after the clients to get results. In the tech media space or in media generally, there are some individuals you have to go after severally just to get one interview. Do you get?
Yes.
So some might feel like, would this woman be able to push as much
Will
as
she have the tenacity to
do you
push?
get? Or after some time she might just I'll go for somebody else. Do you get? So some feel that mindset thing, while even in a company where the woman is the head, right? Some women also have this mindset, right? So there are women, right, that trust their fellow women. And they feel if I can deliver this as a woman.
Then when we now
you
talk
can.
about women supporting women,
Do you get that is not 100%. Not all, because sometimes I get upset when in a ride or in a car, and then a woman in her own car is now insulting another woman that is driving. A woman is trying to overtake. Men also do that, don't they?
Yes, they do.
But then they'll say, that's how women are. And I'll just look at your fellow woman. But then when it is a man that does that, I've been in both situations.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When it was a man that did this and it was a woman. There was one. After the person said, I know it's a woman that is driving this car. That's how women are. Only for us to find out that
it was a man.
And then I look at it. Talk now. Do you get? Although I don't talk.
So we need to let the world know that stereotype needs to stop.
Exactly.
That a woman is supposed to be able to do this. A man, because he's a man, is supposed to be able to do this.
There are women that have as much stamina as men do, and there are men that are emotional as women. So these things are both sides.
So do you think we are going to see an improvement in the next 5 years in terms of more women coming into the industry?
So far, right now, there is an improvement, right? Because there are initiatives that are ensuring women are not left out. Again, women are getting up. right? They are getting up to do what men can't do. Yeah.
Yeah.
They are getting up to, I want to do this thing. I want to make this money. I remember there was a woman, she said she gave birth to a child and she didn't like the fact that she was just home, right? And then she took up her course online.
Ooh.
Yeah. And online, she learned
That's
how to be a software developer.
without leaving the comfort
Do
of
you
our
get?
house.
Do you get? So she learned this thing online and she took up this role. And then she started attending events, right? Started attending all those initiatives, right?
Yeah.
It was after she had even self-taught, right?
Herself.
That she now started attending, you know, there are WhatsApp chats that you
Yes.
join and they
Yes.
invite you, okay, come for this program, come for this event, and you
Yes.
get to meet your fellow women that are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Or you might even meet men and women, do you get, that are doing the same thing. So people that are women are actually waking up, they are getting up to take hold of that. I don't want to be at home, or I don't want to be on one side, or I don't want to be known for maybe you have a shop. Do you get? You have a shop and your husband is the one doing the hard work.
Yeah.
Some women find these things interesting, right? I want to do this, and tech is making things so nice and sweet and easy.
I want to pick a point from what you just said, because some women actually feel laid back about taking some stringent actions when it comes to being proactive about building a career in tech. And I've seen women that, oh, I've taken online courses and I've not gotten a job. What actions have you taken after during those courses? You mentioned that this particular lady had to even attend events. And it's true, if you don't network with people, if you don't go to spaces where you find people in this tech industry, how would you be able to seek opportunities for yourself?
Exactly.
That will take me to the next question, that what misconceptions exist about women working in tech? And how can organizations create better inclusion?
When it comes to women in tech and misconception, do you know some people feel like women are overdoing? They feel like you want to show yourself. You want to prove yourself. You want to take a man's role. Do you get? Whereas you are just a hard worker that is doing your job and delivering results.
So that means this is also speaking to the male factor that have that mindset, or generally?
Generally,
okay,
but
even
limiting.
so we are saying both we have women and men who have that mindset that what's wrong with this woman? She wants to take over.
It's just like
this space. Meanwhile, you just have that passion and drive.
Let me go back to school days, right? You know, it was male dominated.
Yeah.
But you will still see ladies and guys that will say she wants to carry first.
Yes. Yeah.
Whereas just do your thing. Do you get? You know the home you are coming from. And you need to read, you need to do everything you need to do. So by the time you put in that work and then you get results, you'll say you are overdoing. Or there are just so many situations that just misinterpret a lot of things, and you'll feel like you are trying to be there, but then you're just doing your work, right? So it all still hits that mindset thing, because you've not done anything to make them feel that way. People just assume. People feel insecure.
So that's even speaking to the Nigerian culture, or are we going to say the general culture or general perspective people have in the workplace, or generally as a whole?
I won't limit it to Nigeria.
Okay.
Because even out there are companies that feel this woman can't do this. I've seen it happen, right? I have people over there. So there are still companies or owners of companies or supervisors or individuals generally that feel you are a woman, you can't do this. Make this man do this. Whereas by the time the woman does that job, she does it better than men. I'm not saying women always do better than men.
Yeah.
No, don't misinterpret what I'm saying. I'm just saying that
Don't create that stereotype
exactly
that because she's a woman,
exactly. Just okay. Proof.
have an open mind.
Exactly.